Again, my name is Gabe Zollner. A friend of mine sent me a little email, and the title of the email is Sleep Well Tonight, with a series of exclamation marks after the word tonight. And as you may or may not know, and I believe a lot of us do know, is that the White House has a staff that has been expanded significantly with 6 American Islamist activists who work with the Obama administration and their Muslim Brotherhood operatives. Yeah. And according to this article, they enjoy a very strong influence over U.S. policy. So if you are going to ultimately try to bring in Sharia law, who better to put into key positions other than Muslim Brotherhood operatives? I'm not certain about the pronunciation of these names. I'll just read them off and I'll let you know what their titles are, and then you decide for yourself if you can sleep at night peacefully. One is Arif Allah Khan. He's the Assistant Secretary for Policy Development for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Huh? Isn't that nice to know? Then you have Mohammed Ibari. He's Homeland Security Advisor. So let me understand this. We've got 2 Muslim Brotherhood who are known operatives to work closely with Homeland Security. One is an advisor and the other one setting policy for development of U.S. Department of Homeland Security. And then we've got Rahad Hussein. Hussein. Barack Hussein Obama. Anyway, he's a special envoy to the Organization of the Islamic Conference. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Then we've got Salam al-Marata. He's the Obama advisor. He's founder of the Muslim Public Affairs Council and its current executive director. Wow. Then you've got Inam Mohammed Magid. He's Obama's Sharia Czar. Islamic Society of North America. So let me understand this. We already have an Obama Sharia Czar in place. What does that tell you? And then you've got Ibu Patel. He's the Advisory Council on Faith-Based Neighborhood Partnerships. Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, if you were going to put together pieces of a puzzle and what you wanted to do was end up with a picture that showed the caliphate and Sharia law, who could you better have than the people that he's already got in place? I don't see any rabbis there. I don't see any Catholic priests there. What I see there is the beginning of the end of our freedom. That's what I see. Now, what amazes me is how dumbass stupid our members of Congress are not to see the same picture that these pieces of the puzzle paint. I mean, he's already got his Obama Sharia Czar. What does he need an Obama Sharia Czar for? Doesn't make any sense to me. Does it make sense to you? And now, with what's going on in Boston, I mean, these guys from Chechnya, yeah, they all are radical extremist Muslims, where these guys came from. Yeah, look it up on Wikipedia. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Yeah, so they've been here, what, since 82, 83? And we've been grooming them. Yeah, and they've been learning how to make bombs. I wonder if they went back and got trained by the Obama administration. You know, they could have been trained in Jordan on how to make these devices. I mean, you tell me this isn't insane. You tell me that I'm not having like a nightmare, and you tell me that this is not completely insane, that Obama is allowed to continue to play president and continue to supply funds all over the entire Islamic world. And weaponry. Yeah. I mean, this is nuts. And what does Congress do? Well, we're going to be looking at a committee. Yeah. And what does some of these key senators do? Oh, yeah, well, take a look at Lindsey Graham. Yeah, I'm going to find out what's going on with these survivors. I'm going to let you know. Then he comes on and says, oh, boy, they got a horrific story to tell, but they can't tell it. Interesting. You notice how everything is taking the back seat? Right? You notice how, and I've said this before, how Fast and Furious right underneath the rug? Nobody held accountable? No, nobody! No. I mean, people died, but so what? And then, what do you end up with? Then you end up with all these crazy shootings. And then Obama jumps on that bandwagon. He doesn't go after the psychotropic drugs that these nut jobs were all on. Just look at their pictures. No, he goes after the law-abiding citizens because he's got to get rid of our guns. See? And what did he say when the Senate voted against taking away our Second Amendment rights the way he wanted to? What did he say? This isn't over. Because you know why? If he's allowed to remain in power, it won't be over. No siree. No. If he's allowed to continue to destroy the Republicans, which is what he's hell-bent to do, then what's going to happen is he's going to put Botox Queen back in again as a speaker. He had a Botox Queen. And then he's going to have the entire Senate. And then he's going to do whatever he wants. And he's going to execute some executive orders. And then he's going to have Big Sis come after all of our guns. Not just the AR light guns, all of our guns. They're already doing that in New York. Cuomo! Yeah, you know, Governor Cuomo! And that whack job Bloomberg. They're already doing it right now. You know? They're going after psychiatrists to get their records, to compare those patients against the registry of concealed carry permits, and then they're going to take away their guns, just like they're doing after the military. Anybody that was given any kind of psychotropic drugs, who wouldn't be taking them when they see people get blown up like they see in Boston? That happens all the time over in Afghanistan and Iraq. All the time. Why do you think we got so many military men without limbs, for Christ's sake? And what do we do about it? Well, nothing. We just go on like everything's okay. We listen to Obama give his bullshit speeches as his head is flopping back and forth between his teleprompter. You turn that off and you go, the guy is a complete jack-off. That's what he is. Anyway, nothing's going to change. He's going to continue on his path of destruction. And Sharia law is going to be the law of his land. It's just a matter of time. You know? And nobody did anything to protect the American people. What happened in Boston? That's just the beginning. That is just the beginning. Yeah. They're tired of having the skies open up with Hellfire missiles on Pakistan and on Afghanistan. They're tired of that. Go look at some of the videos that I made. What did I say? They don't have Hellfire missiles. They don't have drones. But what did I say? They have improvised explosive devices. And we're seeing the devastation that they can cause. What do you think is going to happen when they go ahead and put one of these at a football stadium? Or they put one of these at a basketball game? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to have thousands of dead. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of amputees. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And can they stop it? Absolutely not. With our borders being as porous as they are, I'll guarantee you they got all kinds of cells here. And this cell was activated. And guess what? They ain't alone. Absolutely, they're not alone. These people are bred to hate. Now again, I'm not talking about all Muslims. I'm talking about the radical extremist Muslims. You know, the Sunni ones that are completely whacked. And they're not all whacked. But the ones that have been bred to hate, you're not going to change that.